Have you ever wondered what every passenger gets wrong about flying? For many of us, the thought of flying can be a bit unnerving, and it's often because of what we've seen in movies or heard from friends. We imagine turbulent skies, planes shaking violently, and oxygen masks dropping down. But the truth is, flying is much safer than you think. In fact, you're more likely to get hurt on the way to the airport than you are on the plane itself. And here's the surprising part. It all starts with how we perceive turbulence. We tend to think of turbulence as a sign of danger, like the plane is losing control or something is seriously wrong. But in reality, turbulence is just a normal part of flying, like driving on a bumpy road. It's uncomfortable, sure, but it's not a cause for alarm. So what's behind this misconception, and how can we set the record straight? By understanding what really happens when we fly, we can start to separate fact from fiction and make our flying experiences a whole lot smoother. Vocabulary: turbulence, misconception, oxygen, alarm. What if I told you that turbulence, the thing that makes many of us grip the armrests, is actually incredibly rare to cause any real harm? We've all been there. The plane hits an air pocket and suddenly we're dropping, or it's shaking like it's going to fall apart. But here's the thing. Turbulence is just air moving unevenly, like a bumpy road. And just as your car doesn't disintegrate on a bumpy road, a plane is designed to withstand turbulence. Think of it like driving on a rough highway. You might feel a few jolts, but the car's suspension and seatbelts keep you safe. It's similar with flying. The plane is built to flex and absorb turbulent air, and seatbelts keep you securely in your seat. And the pilots aren't just along for the ride. They're carefully planning the flight route to minimize the chances of hitting turbulence in the first place. So, the next time you hit some bumpy air, remember it's just a minor bump in the road, or rather, the air and the plane and its crew are more than equipped to handle it. So what's the next thing that might be on your mind when you're flying? Vocabulary: turbulence, air, seatbelt, suspension. What keeps a plane flying, and how does it stay aloft for hours at a time? It's a question that has puzzled many passengers, and the answer is more fascinating than you might think. So, how do planes actually stay up in the air? It's not just about the wings, although they do play a crucial role. The real magic happens with a combination of lift, thrust, and control surfaces. Think of it like a perfectly balanced seesaw. As the plane moves forward, the wings produce lift, and the tail helps stabilize the aircraft, keeping it steady and on course. And here's the surprising part. The shape of the wing is curved on top and flat on the bottom, which creates a difference in air pressure that generates the lift needed to counteract the weight of the plane. It's incredibly efficient, and when combined with the thrust from the engines and the control surfaces like ailerons and elevators, it allows the plane to soar through the skies with ease. So, the next time you're on a flight, remember that it's not just the wings that are keeping you safe, it's the entire system working together in perfect harmony. And that's what makes flying so remarkably safe and reliable. Want to learn more about the secrets of flight? Vocabulary: aerodynamics, thrust, stabilization, efficiency. What if I told you that planes are built to withstand some of the most extreme conditions on the planet? You've probably heard stories about lightning strikes or severe turbulence, but the truth is, these events are incredibly rare. And here's the surprising part. Planes are designed to handle them. They're built with multiple safety features, like redundant systems and reinforced materials, to ensure that even if something goes wrong, the plane can still fly safely. It's like having a highly skilled and experienced driver behind the wheel. You can trust that they'll get you to your destination safely. Pilots undergo rigorous training to prepare for every possible scenario, from medical emergencies to system failures. They're trained to stay calm under pressure and make quick, informed decisions to keep everyone on board safe. So, the next time you're on a flight and you hit some turbulence, remember that the plane is designed to withstand it, and the pilots are trained to handle it. You're in good hands, and that's the truth about flying that most people don't know. So what's the real secret to safe flying? It's not just the plane itself, but the people who fly it. Vocabulary: turbulence, redundant, reinforced, rigorous. What about pilot error? Isn't that a major concern when it comes to flying? This is a question that many passengers have, and it's understandable. After all, pilots are human, and humans can make mistakes. But the truth is, pilots undergo incredibly rigorous training to prepare them for every possible scenario, and they adhere to strict protocols to minimize the risk of human error. Think of it like a surgeon in an operating room. They have a team of skilled professionals working together, following established procedures, and using the latest technology to ensure the best possible outcome. And it's similar with pilots. They have checklists, guidelines, and automated systems to help them stay on track. And here's the part most people don't know. Pilots also have to undergo regular simulator training to practice handling emergency situations, so they're always ready for anything that might come up. It's like having a team of experts working together to ensure your safety, and that's exactly what happens on every flight. With the help of advanced automation and technology, the chances of something going wrong are reduced to an incredibly tiny fraction. So, to answer your question, pilot error is a risk that's taken very seriously, but it's also a risk that's carefully managed and minimized. Vocabulary, automation, protocol, simulator, fraction. So, what every passenger gets wrong about flying is that it's not as scary or unpredictable as they think. In reality, flying is an incredibly safe and reliable mode of transportation, with multiple layers of protection and expertise working together to get you to your destination. Imagine a well-orchestrated dance where each member of the team, from the pilots and air traffic controllers to the maintenance staff, plays a crucial role. Every time you board a plane, you're part of this amazing system that has been honed over decades to be incredibly reliable and safe. Let's break it down step by step. 1. Pilots. Think of them as your personal bodyguard in the sky. They undergo rigorous training, sometimes for thousands of hours, and are constantly learning new things through checklists and procedures. They're not just flying a plane, they're managing an entire system that includes weather conditions, air traffic control, and onboard systems. 2. Air traffic control. Picture this as the conductor of an orchestra, making sure every aircraft moves in harmony with each other. Air traffic controllers coordinate flights to avoid collisions and ensure smooth operations. They have specialized radar systems that track every plane and keep everyone safe. 3. Maintenance staff. These are the mechanics who keep the planes in top condition. Think of them as the doctors of your flight, running a series of checks before takeoff and during layovers. They inspect everything from engines to landing gears to make sure nothing is out of whack. 4. Weather forecasting. Weather can be unpredictable, but airlines have a team dedicated to monitoring it closely. They use advanced technology to predict conditions and reroute flights if necessary. You might not always see those changes on your flight path, but they're happening to keep you safe. And here's the surprising part. Even when things don't go as planned, there's usually another solution. For example, if a minor issue arises mid-flight, like a small delay or an unscheduled stopover, the team works seamlessly to find a new route without any major disruptions. When you think about it, flying is incredibly controlled and monitored. The next time you board a plane, remember that your journey is part of this intricate network of people working tirelessly to make sure everything runs smoothly.